easier question. Gigantic mu, the train's at rest. What does this look like over time? Aha! Now accelerate the train. Now that's a different story, isn't it? You're saying it's going to kick back?
Yep.
Okay. Shoot, we need to stop. We can't quite get to a constraint here. So I need to hear two different things from you guys, a 7.2 assessment and a 7.3 assessment. Right? I think the 7.3 sucked. Right? I mean, I would say it was a 2, because you didn't even know how to do you knew the power function was involved, but you didn't know what it was going to look like. Although admittedly, you did a pretty good job knowing how it was going to look in the Lagrange, but still you didn't put a dot on that, right? So is that a 2 or a 1 or a 0 or what?
It can't be 0.
Because it's doing something.
I'd say a 2. Because like he knew where to put it in there and everything, and once you kind of told him, he worked his way through it. So I wouldn't say it's a 1.
Okay. And now let's go back to 7.2. Oh, sorry. 7.3, you okay with that? Then that was a 2 on the viscous friction. Now back to 7.2, and I think let's compare this to John, right? Because we're looking at similar things here. Clearly a 3. I mean, let's put down the baseline of a 3 here, right? And so we want to go higher?
I think because he knew the X naught and the Y naught and all of that.
Yeah. I mean, so Niles had to ask you what's happening with Y. Do you think you would have realized it? That this B sine of X naught stuff?
Sadly, probably, but not until the end when I was explaining. Once you go, oh wait, this was moving down, huh? And then I had to go.
Interesting. So, I mean, he got his variables down. He knew. I mean, I actually didn't expect him to write it all down, but it just didn't take him very long, right? He did this really cool summation on the kinetic energy, right? That's kind of cool looking. And it's interesting. You know, he nailed his Lagrangian. Although, you know, I had this T problem that frankly, if you were doing it in Mathematica, I bet you would have noticed it.
Well, I can't remember. I've tried both, and I can't remember which one I
So, I mean, I'm absolutely 100% satisfied with 3. You guys need to convince me if this needs to go to a 4.
I would say 4, because with the of T thing, I would assume if he was in front of Mathematica, he would have pulled that out immediately. I'm assuming the reason he did it is just because it's Marco and he flies through stuff.
I think the reason that actually worked for me is because of blade assignment, so I wouldn't care what P is until I tell what it is.
Yeah, but still the prime's in the wrong place, right? It would be P of T prime, which I don't know if Mathematica knows what to do with that. Maybe it does. I'll admit.
It's that variable there, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe you got to put it
Okay, so Donald says 4. Niles.
Only since it's focusing on the Mathematica, I don't know about the colon equals and then the prime and the T's, but
Okay.
I mean, I think either could be justified if you were.
Okay. And as I go around the room, the other thing to think about: did you learn from this? Was this teacher quality, the teacher colleague? That's something else to think about in addition to syntax. Mario.
I'd say a 4, because when Alex was saying the Mathematica thing, that was Marco trying to make it a lazy way.
Yeah.
Trying to not make it how you're supposed to.
Yeah. Okay. Sean?
Well, that's definitely 4. I mean, not to rip on John or anything, but he took a half an hour and John, or Marco, literally had all that up there in 5 minutes.
Okay. That's really interesting. Caroline?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of consistency.
Good. You're doing that for us. John?
I think it's 4.
Marco?
I forgot what I did. I don't know. I mean, that's what the colon equals is because I think math isn't working after, so I think all this has is that, which is my own idea. I think I know the whole thing except for the other.
I'm going to write it as a 4, and honestly, I'm going to use what I was talking about before. I'm excited to tell people about this one. Right? Because imagine, let's face it, in a class where people don't use Mathematica, they would never assign this problem. Who in the right mind would ever assign a problem like this? Right? Because you would never want to do those derivatives by hand. Can you imagine? Have any of you guys ever done the lag command without the semicolon? You ever looked at it? It's like, right? No one would ever do that by hand. So I'm proud of this, and I'm proud of the way we're doing this class. I'm going to brag up on Marco today, right?